I honestly never thought I'd find love or be loved, and it wasn't until I started dating at the age of 28 that I thought, actually, maybe I can do this, and that's when I met Jake and everything went really well for me. And it was, now looking back, it's so strange that I used to think like that.
I grew up not having any positive role models whatsoever. I grew up in 80s England and knew that I was different from a very young age and knew that I was a boy from a very young age. And obviously, you know, back then this was a time when the word transgender wasn't even really used. I didn't hear it until about probably 20 years later.
I just kind of grew up thinking I was alone, I was weird, I was different, and I just kind of let it be. But then as I got older, I started seeing a bit more on TV and in the media, and I started coming across people who were transgender. I thought that might be me. I kept on burying it and just leaving it where it was. And then eventually I joined the army, something which I'm very proud to have done. There came a time when I could no longer hide from myself, and I thought, no, enough is enough. I'm going to transition, I'm going to come out and be myself. And when I did that, I found that I had a lot of focus on me, attention, the media got hold of it, I was put on the front pages of the newspapers, and like Jake, you know, this way we are very similar. I thought, no, I need to be a role model for someone like me that I didn't have when I was growing up. And so now I do my best to be out there and show that you can be transgender, be positive, be productive, have a job and be happy.
And find love.
And find love.
I had seen Hannah on the British media, and I thought she was quite cute, and I thought she was quite interesting, I thought she was quite impressive. Hannah was someone that I immediately respected, and so I sent her a friend request on Facebook, and so we started talking, flirting in the worst way possible. Looking back now, it is mortifying.
Terrible flirting.
And then I said, you know, should we go for a drink? So it was all very lovely, and since then we've been pretty much inseparable, haven't we?
Pretty much, yeah.
I proposed to Hannah on a rowing boat in Central Park, and she said yes, and it was all beautiful, and we then got married at Chelsea Town Hall in London. Hannah looked absolutely stunning in this beautiful dress, most beautiful bride ever, and it was all very special, wasn't it?
It was lovely. It was such an intimate day, I think. You know, Jake looked very handsome, and we danced a bit, and we drank a bit, and we ate some good food, and it was just lovely. It was really, really nice.
It was nice until the Sun headline came out 4 days later. So, the Sun newspaper wanted to cover our story and had promised us it would be very positive.
Yeah, it was challenging for us because we think it's really important to, you know, you can't just stick to the left-wing press and media all the time. You've got to get these positive stories out to the people who never hear them before. So that's why we decided to go for, you know, a tabloid newspaper, because we knew it was going to get a reach that, you know, we couldn't get elsewhere. But like I say, the tabloid headline came out and it was a bit negative, and so we were in a difficult position where we'd volunteered to go with the Sun, but equally we couldn't allow that headline to go unchecked. So we called it out on social media, which then again caused a whole furore around it. But in that self, that, you know, started to tell a different side of the story, and you can't just put on damaging headlines, because those type of headlines contribute to people's health. You know, they contribute to bullying and hate. With all that negativity that is out there in the media, it's so important that we have the positive stories to counteract that, which is why Jake and I, you know, are so hot on being those people that can deliver some of that positivity and be part of the solution. You know, every time we post something, whether it be a video online or some photographs on social media, really beautiful things get said to us, and it just fills us with so much energy and want us to do more. And you know, if the media was full of more people like us just giving authentic, true, positive representations of trans people, then maybe there wouldn't be so much negativity against trans people, you know, in the US and the UK and across the world.
It's important to have positive role models, just because, you know, we know the damage that it can do when you grow up without those role models, without that visibility, without anyone you can look to and realise that there are other people like that like you out there. And I think, you know, it's just important that we are shown to be just like everyone else. You know, we're just as clever, we're just as flawed, we're just as stupid, we're just as beautiful, we're just as all those things. And I think whether or not, you know, Hannah and I are representing just ourselves or more of a community, it's important that people look and see a trans couple just living a life, you know, just the lives that they've always desired, and the same lives that everyone else should be allowed to live.